Paul, a clinical 5-1 win today at home to Bracknell Town. How are you feeling after today's performance?
Delighted. I think there was a lot of pressure on us. We've not been at our best the last few weeks, but the boys responded today. We've really done a little bit of soul searching in terms of we've tried to be quite forensic in what the differences have been, and tried to take the emotion out of it and look quite coldly at what the difference has been over the last few weeks compared to earlier in the season. We think we found a few things, and the boys put those into practice today, and the intensity and the quality was there from the very start. So really proud of the performance, and that's got to be us now moving into the last 10 games.
And I think that shows the sort of level that's been set by this team. The fact that you've gone 27 games unbeaten and you still feel like there could have been more done over those games. Is it just pleasing more than anything now to get a win after a couple of consecutive draws?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. Look, a couple of them, it was just that final pass, the last opportunity, but we weren't quite controlling games in the way that we had been. And today we did. We controlled the game. I think they've had a header after they've got one back. They've had another header. But other than that, I think we've had plenty more opportunities today, and the boys have really enjoyed themselves. And we've played some great stuff, and the support was very good again on a day that Wales are playing and stuff like that. So no, it's a really good day, and that's our standards. That's, like I said, that's where we need to be.
Yeah, I was going to mention Bracknell had a strong sort of 10-15 minutes in the opening of the second half, where it felt like the boys dealt with it really well after they conceded our goal to go and score too quickly and really put the game to bed. Showed the quality of this side today.
Yeah, it did, and that is the quality of this side, and we've got real quality in this squad. And one thing I don't buy into, I think you're right, they had a little spell there, and we saw that out, and obviously the goals then at key times, just after they've got one back and had created another chance, we then go up the other end and score, and that does kill the momentum of their comeback or any potential comeback. So then it's just a case of playing out the game really, and who wants to go and, do they want to go and get a couple of goals back, or do we want to go and get a couple more? But that is the quality of this team and the quality of this squad, and I don't really buy into the little old Merthyr and the injuries and the position that we're in terms of not being able to sign play. This squad is more than good enough, even with the players that we're missing or the players that we've lost, and even losing Caban to the end of the season. It's great to see him here supporting the boys today. He's a top lad, and he's got a big career ahead of him. We're gutted that he's got injured playing for us, and we think he's going to go on, and best wishes to him with his recovery. But I'm not, we've been hit with injuries and all this, and no, this squad is more than good enough to continue to compete at the top of this league. You look at that team today, we had Cole, Fraser, Ads on the bench, plus a couple of youngsters. We've got Nye coming back from illness. I think Alex will be able to contribute in the last month. Like, this squad's more than good enough. It's not about feeling sorry for ourselves. It's about going and putting in performances like we did today. And we're putting ourselves back in the driving seat, and that's what we intend to do next week as well.
Yeah, and another positive from today, academy graduate Jaden Bourne making his league debut. Like you said, it's not just the players that you've signed, but also the players coming through their academy setup, showing there's a path for these younger players to make an impact in the first team as well.
Yeah, those boys trained with us really well. It was nice for Jaden to get his debut. Obviously Charlie and Kian and others have had their debut earlier in the season, and Kobe's done really well. So it's great to get Jaden out there, because he's travelled with us a few times. He's looked really sharp in training, 1v1 attacking areas. Don't forget, the boys' first year of youth, and as are a lot of our talented players. And there's a lot of learning to be done over the next couple of years, but they've got potential, they've got something there, and they've got to keep working at it. There's just being involved with our squad can't be enough for them. They've got to continue to go away and develop their game, and continue to get faster, continue to get stronger, continue to learn the game tactically. And they're doing that, and I'm really pleased. Undoubtedly, at the moment this season, even in their own league season, it's not about winning the league this season. Most of them are first years. It's about them pushing on for next year. And with us, it's about them continuing to learn and develop over the next couple of seasons, and drip feeding in with us when they can.
Yeah, and just finally from me, moving on to next week, it's sort of hard to shy away from how big that game is. It's first v second, away to Tottenham. What are you expecting from that game next Saturday?
What a game. 10 games to go. The top two look clear in a way. I think, it's a fantastic game to be involved in. We're excited. We needed that game on the horizon, really. The last 2 or 3, we've needed that edge, because we've almost got a little bit too complacent. Maybe that's part of it, and we needed that big game on the horizon. We needed this to be a big game today, which it was, and the boys delivered. And I fancy us to go and deliver next week as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. I know the supporters have booked on in fantastic number. If any more can join on and make it like a home game, that'll be big for us. Because they get huge crowds every week. There's got to be 1,500 to 1,700 of their home fans in there, I'm sure. So the more we can take, the better, and we're really looking forward to it. What a game to be involved in.
Yeah, just as the boys were coming off the pitch there already, you heard a few of them mentioning next week and how excited they are to get down there and really test themselves in what will be a massive game. And like you said, those fans coming down already, hundreds I think have booked on. How much of a big impact is that going to make for them boys?
That's going to be a huge impact. It's going to make a huge impact. Look, we'll know they'll be there backing us and supporting us, and from the minute we walk out, the support is going to be there. We're going to hear them away from home against the champions-elect, as they probably were at the start of the season. And everybody's expecting them to probably still go and win the title. There's 10 games to go, and we're up against what a position to be in. We could lose next week and still win the league, and we could win next week and still lose the league. So look, it's just another game in many ways, but it's a fantastic game to be involved in, and we're excited for it, and we're going to go and enjoy it.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Top man.